think that's going. I think it's working.
Yeah.
Oh, it is?
Says it's live now. It says upcoming.
Actually working though? Okay, no, it's all working. It's all working. Yeah.
I can check.
Okay,
on
but is
my
the... Oh,
MacBook.
no, the on-screen chat's not working. Oh. Hey, maybe I just need to hit some buttons.
Oh, it's up.
Yeah, it's going. It's going. You know what? Actually, for the meantime, while people are actually here, let me just do them a favor and make your screen big so they can actually see what you're doing. Oh, wait, the chat is on the screen. Never mind, it's just at the bottom. What is it doing down there? Okay, hold up. Ooh, there they are. Oh, why at the bottom, though? I don't like that. It needs to fit, like, the whole screen. Oh, I need to fix that real quick.
What's the problem?
There isn't much of a problem, Nate, but I just need to make sure that the on-screen chat box actually shows up nice. Yeah, sorry MN9, it's gonna be a little bit of me just trying to figure this all out and set it all up so that next time it'll be good. And then I'll probably, I mean, I do have like an hour, so I'll be doing some stuff too, but for now you can watch Nate.
More like an hour and a half. Or until I get tired of modding. Look, there's the Pikmin music for you.
I love Pikmin. Fill this chat box with so much chat, so much gibberish. Just so I can make sure everything works.
If you want, I could have just sent something.
Nah, it's fine.
Gonna report the Eclipse team for spam.
Yeah, definitely. Alright. No, it does seem like it's working good. Just a little bit more spam, and we're good. You need to make sure it gets all the way to the top of the text box.
People are gonna think we're like hacked or something.
Oh god. Oh, I have the text doubled. Okay, hold up. This one. This goes behind the monitor source. Here we go. Yeah. I think that's everything. Oh no, the text is going way past the text box. That's ugly.
No.
Columbia, that sounds cool. Yeah, I'm trying to fix the text being high up. See if I can just... Oop, that's not what I wanted. Here we go. I don't know how actually legible any of that is. I should probably change that too. Make the font a little bigger. And then I think that everything's actually good after that. Yeah, there we go. 24 seems decent.
Oh shit. I need to do that. Fuck.
There are many deleted videos. Have to be a little bit more specific, Vital Rage.
Maybe he's talking about all Kyler's old
Yeah.
videos.
Oh, Nate, I don't think, you only showed off Peach's Castle on your channel, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, we should show that off to everybody. My computer's kind of poopy, so it'll probably run pretty slow. Especially while live streaming, but...
What? Oh, you mean like play it?
Yeah, I'll give him a little tour of it, a little bit.
Because I put it in if you try to play it in the master build, it's just gonna crash.
Oh, is it gonna... Okay, well...
Yeah, it's cringe right now.
Well, I guess I'll just show them what I'm working on.
I can still find it and pull it up, maybe?
No, it's fine. I'll just show him Yoshi Village then. Because that's what I'm actually working on.
Yeah.
Eclipse is on Wii, Wii U, and GameCube, as well as
And
Dolphin.
your Nintendo
so...
3DS.
Yeah, Animal Crossing. I get to playing that on my new Nintendo. Yoshi Village. But I've been recently I've been working on this map, Yoshi's Village.
If only they could see it, wait.
Was it not? Oh, you're right. I forgot to shrink the thing. Okay, hold up. That's a real skill issue. I'm sorry. Alright. I'm working on Yoshi's Village.
Let's see if I can try to find that build with the castle.
I have feathered the shadows a little bit, but I didn't update the visual model yet, so they still kind of look a little gross.
The whole group folder.
I didn't realize I did it this whole time. That's funny.
Hi, Adam.
How are y'all? What are y'all working on?
Modding. You're on stream,
Nice.
bro.
What? Get on stream? No, I'm
you're
out.
on stream.
Yeah.
Oh. Let's stop Eclipse Gang.
Yeah.
For the 4 viewers, I'm gonna guess that's what the count's at right now.
Probably,
It
probably.
is at 14.
Oh,
so you
that's
are 10 off.
crazy.
Wow. Seems like you were right, Way, doing the more active work.
No, Anthony, the game is not out yet. We are doing a dev stream
August
working on it.
26th. August 26th.
Yeah.
Adam, why do you sound like you have a lisp?
Because I'm smoking.
Oh,
That's crazy.
okay.
I'm
Good to
literally
know
out.
that smoking gives you a lisp.
I'm out smoking a cigar right now. I'm living my best life.
No, Alvin, it's
Y'all
not
are pretty sure I did my
June
best, right?
3rd. So it was originally June 30th, and then we had to delay because there was a team conflict that required that we removed all the music from the game. So we have bumped it forward to the American birthday of Super Mario Sunshine, which is August 26th.
Which I like more, honestly. I feel like that gives it more of a end closed loop. It's a closed loop.
Yeah.
The birthday for yeah, it's a closed loop.
I'm just gonna have to.
I don't know.
Hi, ISO 2.
No, I wanted to talk to you though, Josh, about getting some gut objects done.
Yeah, that sounds good. I would enjoy
Yeah.
doing that.
No, but I'll have to get going here. Yeah, see ya.
Yep, see ya.
What's up?
I thought he forgot to leave call there for a second.
Yeah, like where he just said sup.
Each castle floor 1.
Oh yeah, if anybody wants to let me know if the audio balancing is fine, feel free to. But
Not fine.
yeah. Yeah, there's a bunch of Yoshi NPCs. They're still a little bit rough around the edges, but they work. So.
Alright, Wade. I think I can show it off now.
Oh, okay, hold on. Let me get the stream overlay and I'll zoom you in.
At least the inside.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
I guess I should have put the outside, huh? I can actually just throw it in real quick.
Okay, should I unzoom you then? I'm gonna unzoom you.
Where'd it go? Alright, files, data, scene. Put that in there. Test 1. That should work. There we go. Dev mode.
Oh, hey Nate, these are
Still got it.
video game music remixes, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just want to make sure because otherwise we'd get like copyrighted.
Yeah. Okay. Should load.
Yeah, there is one other one you're forgetting between like Galaxy and Odyssey. There's also Bowser's Fury and 3D World, but yeah, the more episodes of the How to Mod Sunshine thing are actually on my channel rather than the team channel. There should be like 5 total. The like highly edited one is on here, but yeah.
Man, why is your stream so delayed?
Because that's just
It's
the way
it always
that's just
is.
the way it is.
Ridiculously delayed.
Maybe a little bit.
know someone was like asking about the fucking launch star. Oh, and it doesn't even work right now.
Yeah.
Shadows are so weird.
Wait, I should probably.
Super Mario Sunshine. Wahoo.
Yeah, it's so sunshiny.
Yep.
Sure, Knife Tool. We'll end it there. Sure, Knife Tool. You're awesome. Thank you, Knife Tool.
The NIF tool.
Why is it so determined to be buggy?
What?
Yeah, I feel like if Flood was used in more than one game, it would make Sunshine less special, though. So I'm perfectly happy with them leaving Flood to just Sunshine.
Also, considering Flood has just kind of been generally decided to be a detracting mechanic from Mario, probably for the best anyway.
What do you mean?
I don't agree with it. I'm just saying. That's what most people seem to think, that Flood just took away from the Mario
Oh.
formula.
Sounds like a skill issue.
Mm-hmm. That's because it is.
Yeah, I keep on thinking I'm done with these shadows, and then I think of like one more spot where a shadow should be.
That one beautiful day in 2036, whenever a random Mario fan remakes all of Sunshine in Unreal Engine 7.
Yeah, imagine. Surprised Steven hasn't joined the chat yet.
True. Where is he?
Where's my man Steven Shopley?
Camera's busted in this build.
Oh, Nate, I didn't have your thing zoomed in. Hold up, let me zoom it in for everybody. There we go.
Wow, too late now. I've fucking been running around. I already ran around outside and like halfway inside already. Yeah, you done quacked up. I love Breath of the Wild music in my Sunshine.
Me too. Actually matters. There it is. Did I even get that?
Whee!
No, this is not a new demo. You'll just have to wait for the final release.
Oh, there's Steven.
Is he finally here?
There he is.
There he
There's-
is.
there's
He
Steven
didn't
Shaw.
notify you.
Here you go, y'all. Y'all want to see my secrets? Because fun. Anyways, that's enough castle. Time to make the castle.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I will not be importing this slightly better shadow version into the game right now because I have it set up for another dev team member to a vertex color later on. So
Nope.
just wanted to fix that before we did it though.
Oof. Don't want to do that.
Rick's Quest, Bob Battlefield is in 64.
No. At least not right now. I'm not remaking Bomb on Battlefield.
No, yeah, that's not on the plan.
Not yet, anyways.
Not on the plans, not on the plan.
Not for Eclipse. Maybe if Beanstar gives me his pawn. No, I could make the best Mario 64 Sunshine crossover, but he won't give it up. Them darn speedrunners. Always taking the fun away.
On 64. Now we're just making stuff up. What's that? I forgot it's gonna do that. Oh, it's gonna make the entire stage invisible. I hate bin
What?
editor. Bin editor.
The shadows?
No, you know how it's like you have one thing with alpha and then suddenly the entire stage is invisible? I love that.
That, like, never happens to me.
Really? Man.
Yeah,
What do you do differently then?
and usually when it does happen, I find the material that it's complaining about and I go fix it.
Yeah, but no. But like, if I like right now, the materials are fine. It's just that whatever you do to make it look
Are they?
nice makes it not rendered. Right. Well,
All of my nice levels rendered
time to make
with
the
broken
level.
effects, but whatever.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess I do have to go through to the other one. So I'll hit save on this.
Looks okay. This does not look okay. Why does all my UV screwed up? This is not very good.
No, it's absolutely a goal of ours to actually have Sunshine have something to its name. Sunshine definitely deserves some justice because it has a lot of good potential.
Yeah, it's just a pain in the ass to mod.
Yeah.
It's not like Galaxy, it's not like 64. It's a pain.
Out headers there.
Man, these are all screwed up. What the hell? Alright.
Dear Mario.
Oh, Uncle Meat is just in the corner. That's it.
Yours truly.
Yeah, I'm doing the cool stuff.
What? I'm not doing cool stuff.
You know how people are for 64 content.
Yeah. At least make it. I could make it a little bit bigger.
He said, oof. Yeah, beautiful unwrapping.
I feel, Jaden, the reason that Sunshine doesn't utilize Flood's mechanics in the level design that much is because I think it's because like mostly they added the hover nozzle in so late into development. That and they were adjusting the like amount of broken it would be until like basically the month before it released.
The month of broken.
Yeah. So a lot of the like level design was kind of like designed as if you only had like I think like an eighth of a second of like hover time. Because there's like this like one snippet of beta footage where it's just very short timer for hover. Which is probably why a lot of the level design never revolves around hover. Oh yeah, no, it'll be playable in actual GameCube and Wii. Unless, like, the gods decide that everything's just gonna, like, randomly crash the week before we want to make it public. Although, if you are playing it on... Oh, what happened?
Yeah, quacked it up again.
It's okay, I'm just using this so I can see things. It'll work. I should probably fix that, though.
good size. Yeah.
Ah, yep. Okay, yep, that's why. Alright. Easy. I think it's just that material, right? That's the only material that's missing.
What does it say? Does it say something
Oh,
about
no,
like
I know.
flag 0?
No, I know exactly what's going on, Nate. Because I'm smart. You don't need to worry about it.
Oh. Well, then you got it, smart man.
Mm-hmm.
Oops. Oh. Oh. Some wood. All just like that. Okay.
Well, you know what'd be fun to show on stream? You know, I'm gonna do this instead.
Nope.
I'm gonna show him the Goop map. I'm gonna make a Goop map.
Why does this look so stinky?
At least it looks nice.
Of another wood texture. So... Oh, that's why it looks like crap. They're all rotated. Ew.
Marco, you love me?
I'm sorry.
It's kind of parasocial, Marco.
You'll be alright.
Yeah.
You'll live.
Honestly, Marco should try being at least 3 times more parasocial.
Yeah, true.
They could add some emojis to that. They could offer to donate. You know, there's a lot of ways to become more parasocial.
Wait, that's right, you beat it. Oh, wait, that's right. There's always a billion steps with everything. Oh yeah, but this is what the Goop editor looks like, guys. Isn't this really cool? Everybody say thank you, Hallister. That's a mandatory thing to do. It's pretty cool. We'll get to this later. We'll get to this later. We need to absolutely obliterate the collision model. Because we actually have to bend the collision model to our will in order to get the goop to generate nicely. So.
Yeah. I'm gonna do a lip. Not sure how I'm gonna do this.
First off, goop map, I think we get rid of shadow collision. Yeah, no, definitely sub to Uncle Meat.
What?
There's gonna be plenty of like preview stuff for Sun.
Oh, yeah. All the content. Yeah, I pretty much only show off the stages that I work on my channel.
If enough people in chat say that they would love to look at a wall of code, then I will stream my screen, but otherwise I'm going to continue not doing so.
Yeah.
So yeah, I might just leave it like that. As much as I want to edge that out. Okay, I'm gonna do the rest of this. Yeah, just leave it like that. That looks good.
Stream the wall. Alright, you ready to stream the wall, guys? Ain't that a beautiful wall? Look at that. Beautiful beige. I think that's beige anyways. Wall stream, guys.
Whoa.
Oh wait, he was probably talking about your wall, Nate. Never mind. You're working on like a wall, right?
Now I am.
Alright, alright.
Steven, I am programming. Right now in particular, I'm actually trying to finally fix the way the debug camera locks onto Mario and has a orbit functionality. I'm trying to fix that right now.
I've only ever activated the orbit by mistake and then been like, what's going on?
Yeah, it's a little broken.
Just a little.
Yeah.
As much as I kind of want Goop on the bridge, the way that it's modeled visually wouldn't make sense for a bridge.
That is not lined up. Did I not? I did. That's not really lined up either.
Actually reach those boats yet? Like the ones on this beach? Yeah, you can jump around on them.
Oh. There it is. That's what we're looking for. That nice seamless wall. My favorite. Oh man.
Well, thank you for stopping by, Matthew.
Yeah, thank you very much, Matthew. I appreciate the kind words.
Mm-hmm.
That's top. This is other fair to see. Swear, it's gotta be dead.
Lead something back there. It is just this guy. Oh, I deleted that edge over there.
Oh, I'm dumb. That's the
Yellow plushie behind me? If you're talking about a plushie behind me, the only one that's like... I've got this nice Kirby plushie. He's like a little sleepy Kirby, so I just put him on my bed. Oh, I also have some of the Pikmin plushies. I just have them like decorated in my house. It's great. Actually, with the way that the Yoshi houses are, they're gonna look pretty awkward.
So that's the top.
Mega Mikey 75 joining the Discord finally, and I just watched them change their username too.
What? Red Pikmin jump scare. True. True.
What's that? So that's bottom. It's also bottom. Up.
Which one even is Togepi, Steven?
Wow, fake fan.
Yeah, I mean, I don't actually play any of the Pokemons, so... No, that's a lie. Actually, I play Pokemon Rumble. That's my favorite. We're gonna be like, Pokemon Rumble doesn't count. That's true, because it's
Probably.
like, it's not even like a real Pokemon game, which is why I like it.
You're not a real Pokemon game.
I'm glad you noticed, Nate.
Yeah. That's what I'm here for.
I'm putting a lot of
Yeah,
effort into not
honestly,
being a
so
Pokemon
kind of
game.
you.
Yeah, I've been putting a lot of effort into not being a Pokemon game. So.
I'm proud of you, Wade.
Thank you.
Why are you like that?
Every year, thousands of Americans are afflicted with the terrible disease of becoming a Pokemon game syndrome.
Yeah, it's truly an epidemic on the scale of no other. Even obesity has gone to the wayside.
However, with thorough and extensive education on the matter, by being informed, we can prevent this disease from spreading across America.
Yeah.
Nope. Can you stop it? Wonder. Oh.
JTBS, music to put your life on the vibrate.
What's up with the random guy in the sounds?
I don't know. It's the stupid DJs that like to self-insert.
Oh, is it like a live one?
I don't know. They do it in normal songs too.
Yeah. Oh, okay, I do know that one. Yeah.
Songs.
Alright, I feel like this is pretty good for the actual groupable areas of the map.
Nope.
Because all this will be able to be groupable.
Purple. If I should make this the stun part.
That's funny. Brace shared an image. It just shows the PlayStation slogan "Play has no limits," and then right on, like on the lower half of the image, it shows all the countries that you can't play Helldivers in.
It's good stuff.
Remarkable.
That's right side.
Alright. What type of goop? Oh no, wait, that's right. It's flaming PD, so of course we have to have lava goop. That's right. I was gonna say what type of goop should I use, but
Worse. Duh.
Wade always being so goofy.
God, you're so silly.
yeah.
Goofy little goober, Wade.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think he should have sinking goop.
True. Hey, I mean, if Nintendo's not gonna use their sinking goop, then we might.
Yerp. Wow, I accidentally killed the music. One moment, please.
Or even try having a sub Goop map. It's gonna be more memory.
Yeah, you do.
What if I delete? Silly big.
Counts me. Okay, what the quack is going on here?
They'll like the idea. Go with this. Bring it here to get the little island down.
Ah, there we go.
Actually, no, that'll be where all the story-wise, the Yoshis need to retreat somewhere while Edie's terrorizing everything. So we'll let them stay on that island. Yeah, no. If you haven't played Sunshine before, I would highly recommend playing Sunburn if you can't wait. But Eclipse would also be a pretty good way to, I guess, get an experience of it. Though to be fair, Eclipse is going to take a lot of creative liberties, so.
That should be good, hopefully.
But
Stream
Eclipse
back
would also.
up.
I think my theory is that the quicksand goop was supposed to be used in Gelato Beach, but they just like didn't have goop there for some reason.
Is there cringe?
Yeah. Okie doke. Talk to you later, MN9. I have waited on this program for like 15 minutes once for it to generate. So this actually is kind of normal.
It's fine.
Oh, you know what I can show you, you people? You'll love this. Look at this
You
thingy.
people.
You people.
God.
Look at this thing.
So
I got this like custom like GameCube portable thing. It's super cool. I always like wanted one of these whenever I figured out people made them, but it's kind of cool. Oh wait, actually, it actually generated. Hold up. Bye bye, Nate.
Huh?
Nothing.
Oh.
Yeah, no, sorry, Nate, your time's over.
Yep.
How dare you say my name?
Oh, that's right. It starts all completely hooped, so I actually have to go bam. Okay. here. Back to 10. Oh yeah. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody. There's nothing going on.
There's always something going on.
Yeah, no, everybody on the team uses Blender. Although Nate and Kyler are kind of stinky, and they use stinky Blender 2.79B.
And yet, I still make the prettiest stages.
I can't deny that, but it's still kind of cringe.
Yep.
It just works. The corners, the beaches. Very nice. Ooh, not so nice. Actually.
Also, there is like a pretty decent chance that this will just crash on me randomly, guys, so everybody cross your fingers.
Yahoo! My favorite. Black gray. Okay.
Oh, yeah, no, for Sunshine, you need to convert every single model into the .bmd format, which is shorthand for, I think, binary model data. So no, it's not just as easy as, like, drag and drop. There's a little extra step.
Yeah, you open a Blender file, you make your map, you save the .blend, and you put the .blend in the game. And it loads the Blender file. Can you believe it?
Yep.
Nintendo actually just used Blender to make Sunshine.
Yeah, Blender definitely existed back then.
That would be crazy. So that's all marble. Oh, my chat's flickering.
It's out of bounds anyways. Don't worry. Don't worry.
I'm worried.
Nobody will know. Nobody will know.
I've created the ultimate seizure generator. It's like a fidget spinner, except it's actually just Super Mario Sunshine.
Oh, that's a good thing, Bricks Quest. The answer is no. Sorry.
Here, look at this name.
Sorry.
I guess.
I'm sorry.
I was about to type something, but yeah.
The reason being is because the way that patchers work is essentially they just kind of like look at the differences between like one object and a second object, and then they go, what's different? Okay, this one has buttons. Okay, we're gonna give buttons to this guy. But if the origin file is different than the like output, then it's gonna mess up. I don't know. It's very redundant for like, I don't know.
Nate, wait, look.
Good job, Josh.
I created a sunshine fidget spinner. No, it works, so I just need to do better clamping on the rotation.
Ooh, fancy camera. Ooh.
Yeah.
There is
camera.
There is one more thing I'm gonna do though, and that's that I need to make it say if you freeze the camera, or I guess I already set it to be frozen. So I guess like if you freeze the camera and move around, I want it to also still follow Mario even whenever it's frozen in this camera state.
Oh, Josh, did
So-
you ever make it so that like the actual Mario directions you hit on the control stick are actually still oriented to the camera? Because I remember last time I locked the
no,
camera.
that's still broken.
Okay.
Yahoo!
No, RVZ doesn't work either. It has to be regular .iso. There are converters online, so you can always just do that.
Also, we're not adding support for CISO and RVZ or anything like that because we don't want to leave any room for error whenever it comes to Nintendo's legal system.
That's also true.
There is reasonable argument that we aren't requiring or encouraging people to pirate games if we require that they use just the original ISO, which you can, only get by ripping it legally off of your Wii. I'm not going to comment further on that. I'm sure people know very good and well about the extent of what I've just said, but that's how we keep ourselves safe. We are strict for a reason. The thing about CISO and RVZ is that they are fundamentally transformed versions of the original data that came on the Super Mario Sunshine disc. You're taking the original data that existed for Super Mario Sunshine and you're transforming it into a different format that, may or may not be more compressed. But regardless, it holds the data from Nintendo. And the thing about CISO and RVZ in this nature is that they encourage piracy because they come from a desire to be able to hold more games on a drive and to be able to host them more efficiently on downloading websites. So it's very hard to argue for the legitimacy of formats like CISO and RVZ in a legal standpoint because of their associated origin and use case. But if it's just the original ISO directly ripped from a disc, it's a lot easier to argue for it because it's just the game as ripped off of somebody's legally purchased disc.
Also, Yonder seems to have a decent solution for the RVZ, at least. You read his little message. Yeah, that's like one of the most common questions that we ever get is like, can you use the XISO? But it has to be the original USA release. Yeah.
It doesn't matter if RVZ was directly created for the means of piracy or not. I know that the RVZ file format is a Dolphin file format. It's just that you can't argue that ISO is of equivalent difficulty RV4 as RVZ. RVZ is going to be harder to protect ourselves against Nintendo if we allow its use case. It doesn't matter if it was associated with piracy in its creation, which, honest to God, I'm going to be completely real here. I would almost feel more unsafe with RVZ because it's directly associated with Dolphin Emulator, which has already had a background of trouble with Nintendo. So...
Why is this guy in the level? What the hell? Why did I just... Right.
So basically what he's saying is sorry, suck it up. Use ice.
Yeah, we're sorry. We're sorry.
It's not that hard. Alright. There's a seam in my wall.
I think kind of on that topic, it's also just worth mentioning while we're here that Nintendo definitely knows about us and has known about us for at least a couple years by now. The fact that we haven't been taken down yet is because we haven't done anything that has made them feel attacked and hasn't directly violated any sort of policy.
I think the
Obviously,
fact
Nintendo
that I think
frowns upon
sorry.
modding and transformative media. Like, obviously they still frown upon it, but there's only so much that they can do. And as long as we continue to stay in our lane, we'll be fine. And part of that is stuff like the supported file formats and whatnot. Things like releasing YouTube trailers is not going to get us taken down. You have to have a reasonable legal transgression for them to take you down. That a YouTube trailer could, you know, kind of bring to the spotlight, but we haven't created such a transgression so far.
Also, me and Josh released Sunburn. I think like an update to Sunburn, or like Sunburn came out like, I think it was like a couple months before 3D All-Stars happened. And if any time to fire the gun would happen, that would probably be it. But didn't happen, so.
As for the dev tools, they are all publicly available, free, and I believe all of them are open source, but I can't say absolutely for certain.
Yeah.
It should always stay that way. As far as I'm concerned, it will always be that way in the Sunshine modding community. There is a tool that I've been making that I call Junior's Toolbox. That one's also going to be completely open source, completely free and openly available for everybody should it get completed. So we encourage a healthy modding community around here. Now, of course, there's not that many people to actually be a part of the modding community because Sunshine's not that popular of a Mario game compared to ones like 64, but we're still here with open arms for those who want to try it out.
And just the fact that it's a difficult game to mod, at least starting off.
Do not need the spiders for this.
That looks a bit better.
See, Brick's Quest, the full transparency is that Eclipse has had very troubled development, mostly because we didn't really know what we were doing. Generally speaking, even if some of us knew we were doing, others wouldn't, communication was always off. The biggest issue above all else was that when we first initially got a lot of hype around the project with our first trailer and our first F3 appearance, between me and my brother were the ones that started the project. We kind of got a little bit over our heads and created goals that were way beyond reasonable expectation. And so basically we got hit by feature creep, except it was more like a feature landslide. And
Yeah.
It took us too long to realize that that was the issue. And we've corrected for it by now, but it just caused a lot of delay. Also, yes, Sunshine modding is difficult because the game is rushed. So essentially, in programming, there's a concept called hard coding, which means you are essentially locking the capabilities of your application or game to a very specific set of circumstances based off of assumed outcomes. And so like assumed input. And Sunshine does that a lot. And what that means is, as modders, we want to change things in the game, but these hard-coded assumptions are assuming that things will never change in the game. And so when you do try to make those changes, it just crashes. So a lot of the work that has gone into Eclipse and into the Sunshine modding in general has been effectively me just like going through the game's code and rewriting a bunch of different parts of the game's code to not be hard-coded anymore, allowing for these modifications to actually work properly. And it's taken me multiple years to get to the point we're at right now. But it's gotten a lot better. There is essentially a back-end kind of like helper called Better Sunshine Engine that I've made. You can modify your Sunshine ISO to have it, and it will do all of these modifications and upgrades that I've created to the game. And it allows for people to create mods that have all these nice features and bug fixes and removal of basically unhard coding things in their own mods. So it's not specific to Eclipse. Any mod can have all these upgrades that I've made, and it's extremely easy because I've made it a modular system.
I feel like, at least for stages, you don't realize that hard codingness nearly as much because Sunshine uses the J3D library, and that ended up getting iterated on more and more with every game Nintendo released. Like Double Dash uses a newer version of it. I think Wind Waker uses a very similar version of it. Pikmin 2, Galaxy 2, it all kind of kept evolving, but Sunshine was kind of Sunshine and Luigi's Mansion were the first two ones to really use the J3D library. So a couple of the kinks of the 3D model sides of thing has been ironed out through Luigi's Mansion. But
yeah, Luigi's Mansion prototyped the J3D library, and then, I'll actually correct that and state that it prototyped the J System library. J3D is a part of J System.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
Sunshine was the first game to have the first full mature release of J System within Nintendo's games. And to answer your question, yes, I do use Ghidra. I don't use it to actively decompile the game. I pretty much just use it to interpret game code as I go while I make modifications. So it's more just like a co-pilot to help me understand the assembly quicker, but I don't have any active decompilation project going on with Ghidra. And there is a Sunshine decomp, but it's been inactive for a year and a half, and I don't know of anybody that's actively interested in working on it right now. Mostly because Sunshine just doesn't have that much of a community in terms of modding for there to be interest. And then on top of that, the people who could contribute to it, like myself, we're already busy making mods, and we don't want to take away from that time of development for a decompilation project. And even more so than that, personally, I'm already satisfied with the toolchain I've created. I can write C++ code, and I'm able to patch it into the game. The only benefit that a full decomp would have over what I currently am working with is that it would be a little bit more efficient in terms of the memory utilization for the code. But otherwise, it's effectively the same, and I feel pretty good about it. I guess it's also a little bit more complicated because since I can't directly modify the source code, I just have to patch into it instead. But I won't delve into why that makes it more complicated. I'll leave that up to y'all's interpretation. Yes, sir. The Gidra Copilot experience. It's amazing.
I feel like we've only gotten Copilot into our vocabulary through AI, honestly.
Partially. Because I can read for clarity, I can read assembly very well. The problem is when functions get really big, there's a lot of kind of boilerplate assembly that makes it difficult to parse everything. Because whenever a function calls multiple other functions, it has to store things in the stack trace, and that takes a lot of instructions and global registers. And so the Gedra decompiler, it does a pretty good job of kind of filtering through all that noise and just providing the actual code of the function for me to look at, and it makes it very, very good. But in smaller batches, I can kind of just parse assembly very quickly. It's almost like reading English. See, that topic, the idea of emulator-based extensions or like enhancements, I personally don't like modding with that frame of reference in mind, because I strive to have my mods be console compatible. And there's a lot of ways where if you're specifically modding on the basis of emulation, you're going to make your mod not console compatible. So like there's a lot of crashes that can happen in the game that on Dolphin Emulator, you can just kind of force your way through and continue on like nothing happened by disabling what's called MMU, which is it's basically
Memory
the
management unit. Yeah.
Exactly, memory
I'm a smart
management unit. It emulates the memory management of the console on Dolphin, and if you disable that emulation, then you can just bypass a lot of crashes that happen in Super Mario Sunshine and continue playing your mod on emulator. But that also means that if you ever try to play your mod on console, it's just going to crash because console can't do that. Another example is extended memory is a feature that was added recently to Dolphin. I have a lot of problems with it personally, mostly because the only reason why it was added was for a Pikmin randomizer, if I'm remembering correctly.
Also patterns, yeah.
So it was only ever added to Dolphin as a feature because somebody didn't want to have to make their mod better, is essentially the point I'm making. And there's a lot of people now who are making their mods with this extended memory feature of Dolphin Emulator in mind. But the problem with this is that by doing that, now your mod is never going to be able to be played on quite literally any other emulator in existence, and it'll never be able to be played on console. You'll only ever be able to play this mod on the new versions of Dolphin that specifically have this feature that was added in. And there's a lot of other examples like that I won't get into, but I personally like modding with console limitations in mind because I think it's very impressive and gratifying to be able to make a really awesome mod that actually adheres to the limitations of the console's hardware, just like the original game developers had to. So I personally don't hold much respect for mods that have to take advantage of emulator features to be able to run properly, because it's just an easy way out, honestly, and most people don't even make good use of the features anyway. So, yes, the eventual goal is to get Eclipse running on hardware. There are some things that I do want to like clarify, so people don't get their hopes up too high. 60 FPS will never happen on console. It is beyond the hardware capabilities of the GameCube to run Super Mario Sunshine efficiently at 60 FPS because Super Mario Sunshine was not programmed very well. And a lot of the things in the game that are very crucial to it, like the physics of Pled's water droplets and the NPC behaviors and stuff like that, they cause the game to lag very quickly. The biggest offender of performance on console is the dynamic collision engine. So all the collision in the game that moves, like moving platforms and stuff, they get updated every single frame. And the way that Nintendo did it, I'm not going to get into it, but it's extremely inefficient, and it would make Kays cry himself to sleep. So, 60 FPS will never happen on console. It's an emulator-only thing. Additionally, we're currently working on the solution. There's no guarantees that we'll get it implemented in time, but we are currently working on fixing music on console, because basically if you played the Eclipse demo before we had to remove all the music, you would have noticed that the music doesn't play on console. And that's because something about the way the streamed audio that we created is working is not console compatible. And
No, it is console compatible. It's just it only doesn't work on Nintendo.
Nintendo.
Yeah.
Regardless, there's something jank happening there. So
yeah.
What we're doing is we're actually bringing it even closer to the original game. We're trying to have sequenced audio, which basically means you program which notes to play when and with what instrument, and then the song plays dynamically. And that's what Sunshine does with the base game's music. So Delfino Plaza, Rico Harbor, ATC, they're all sequenced. And that's what allows cool audio effects like the Gelato Beach Wiggler Boss music, the way it slows down. That's how that works, because since it's dynamically sequenced, you're able to actually modify how the sequencer plays the music mid-game. So we're trying to create that right now, and it's very, very complex. Lilith, you may know her as Portable Productions. She's been working on getting sequenced audio working in the mod for about the past month now. She's been working closely with Xer and our musician Trevor, and the three of them together are trying to get it to work. And like I said, disclaimer, no guarantees that we're actually going to get it complete in time. If we don't get it complete in time, we're just going to continue doing streamed audio, and we're just going to have to accept the fact that the audio won't play on Nintendo, is pretty much what it's looking like. So just putting that out there. That's pretty much the other console compatibility concern of Eclipse. There is two more that I know of. One of them is that certain visual effects that Nate has used in stages seem to be unstable on console. We've been trying to get that figured out. Particularly, I believe it's the skybox of Lance of Freddo Peaks. It likes to flicker and spaz out on console. Not sure why. We're working on that. And then the last thing is that certain settings of the movement system that I've created for some reason don't seem to apply on console. I'm also working that out. We believe it has something to do with the memory card access not functioning properly. So those are kind of the current issues that we've been looking at in terms of console compatibility. Everything else is console compatible.
I just had every single tree in Sunshine at this level without noticing it.
Good job, Blade.
That's truly the most weight experience of all time.
Yeah.
We don't have a mini disc burner. What we do is...
Oh, actually, I looked into that a little bit, and it's actually, like, literally there's no person on the planet of Earth who knows how to make, like, reproduction discs, except for Daytel. So, if somebody wants to go, like, knock down Daytel's door with a machine gun and be all like, hey, where's the prototypes? We need the documents. Then we could do it, like, actual discs. But, you know, until that happens.
So... What we do, or more specifically what Wade does, is you mod your GameCube. You do a hardware mod that lets you essentially boot into a custom menu that lets you access games that are flashed to like a drive or an SD card or whatever. And you're able to play games that are flashed onto whatever drive it is that you choose that works with your hardware mods. And so we take Eclipse, we put it onto that flash drive, and then we boot it through Swiss, which is the bootloader for GameCube games with this method. and that lets you play these mods on GameCube hardware, and that's how we're able to test console compatibility on an actual GameCube. For the Wii, you do homebrew mods so you can get Nintendo, and then with Nintendo, you just plug an external drive into the USB port, or you can even put it on your SD card if you so choose, and you boot it that way. There are slight differences that we've noticed. So, with Nintendo, like Wade alluded to earlier, the streamed audio doesn't work on Nintendo for some reason, but it does work on newer versions of Swiss, which means here's why I still think it's a problem on my end and not necessarily Nintendo's, and it's specifically because there are other GameCube games that I own that stream audio the same way I'm trying to, and it does work on Nintendo. Now, I think the reason why it works on Swiss where it doesn't work on Nintendo is because what I believe is happening is that Swiss is initializing the sub-audio system of the GameCube a little bit differently than Nintendo is, in a way that is covering my bases. So there's something that I am failing to do that Swiss is covering for me that's allowing it to work, while as Nintendo is not doing that. And so whatever it is that I'm messing up or skipping over on accident is not initializing on Nintendo, and that's keeping the streamed audio from working. That's my headcanon for anybody who is interested and can properly understand what I'm talking about here.
I don't know a single thing you just said.
Yeah, something about Nintendo. How they made a stinky game.
So the official Shine Sprite count that we're going for post recalculation is 240 Shine Sprites.
That's not
so
happening. I still don't think it's happening.
120 Shine Sprites on top of the 120 in the base. Ignore Wade. Wade's a pessimist. We've already done the entire roadmap, and it's absolutely possible. And in fact, the ironic thing about it is that we have more content than what 240 shines would work for. So we've got a little thing prepared for that. But regardless, 240 shines is supposed to be the total amount. 120 added by Eclipse, 120 from the base game. Essentially, we're trying to.
Oh my god!
We're trying to preserve the game structure of Nintendo. So there's still going to be Shine Select screens, and there's going to be, the X amount of Shine Sprites per area. But we're also, much like Sunburn, we're trying to kind of break it up in a way that's not so linearized. So there'll be a lot of Shine Sprites that you can collect and then continue roaming through the level without getting booted out. And we're trying to balance the scale very carefully, because we don't want the mod to feel like a sandbox with no direction, but we also don't want to have it be restrictively linear like the base game often is. So that's something that we've been carefully considering. There's essentially, the best way I'll explain it for now, and what I'll leave it at, is that the main areas have a sort of premise or objective to them for the player to accomplish that's story oriented, and then the rest of the shines are more of the sandbox type, and you have the freedom to collect those sandbox shines in any way that you desire alongside this story-based one. So
Sunburn has things this won't. Just more so due to like memory reasons, I'm pretty sure. Because a lot of the things that I did in Sunburn is like combining multiple missions into one giant mega wombo combo mission, but that takes up a lot of memory, and so we just couldn't do that feasibly while also having stuff like a Delfino train system and whatnot.
Yeah, and it's something that we realized kind of getting into the late stage of development is that we were trying to put we were trying to spread our eggs into too many baskets in regards to features and ideas. So we were kind of trying to make Eclipse become an everything burger, and the reality was that by doing so, you're spreading everything so thin that it was becoming a nothing burger instead. So what we've kind of redetermined the things that are going into the mod. That way we can make sure that the things that do go into the mod are quality and not just like garbage. Especially in the wake of like Lilith's upcoming mod, Sunshine 2001, which is also doing the train system. We just kind of figured like it would be better for us to just focus on actually making the mod good than trying to appease to literally every feature or idea that's ever come across the minds of the Sunshine community.
Yeah, and to be fair with the whole 2001 thing is that she's taking some creative liberties with the way the level design is handled. So I still feel like our versions of the stages have a place in being more accurate to what the beta was going for initially. But
so, Joey, to answer your question, Sunburn and Eclipse are two completely different mods. Eclipse is not an expanded version of Sunburn. Sunburn is not an expanded version of Eclipse. I understand where the confusion comes from, mostly because a lot of the things that have been in Sunburn came from Eclipse. So, as me and Wade and Nate and the rest of the team have been developing Super Mario Eclipse, I've been porting over some of these new features and bug fixes and whatnot to Sunburn as they were being developed to help make Sunburn a better mod, because Sunburn is supposed to be kind of the quality of life Sunshine experience mod. So it's not aiming to be particularly custom in any way. Its goal is to just kind of fix the kind of like rough around the edges parts of Sunshine that people don't like, the stuff that makes people get frustrated with the game. So Sunburn's more open world minded with like the sandbox shines and the ability to go between the areas by like actually physically traversing towards them. Eclipse, on the other hand, is actually meant to be customized. So Eclipse has custom levels. It has a modified story. It's got, you know, Luigi and Piantissimo's characters, and it's got the extra shines and whatnot. So they're two mods that have different goals. They just share some of the same philosophies in terms of game design.
I am Wade, and I approve this message.
No.
Also, Vac, yes, I am aware of I'm aware of Godbolt. So, Godbolt, it's actually been around for quite a few years at this point, and it's what kind of initially helped me to learn C and C++, was writing code in Godbolt and seeing the assembly output, because I learned PowerPC assembly first, and so Godbolt actually served as a really good way to understand how like the pointers and member variables and stuff works. So Super Mario Eclipse, for a long while, has kind of been. Let me put it this way: it's not the only heavy-hitting Mario Sunshine mod. For a long time, it was the only one that was in active development. But before Super Mario Eclipse was Super Mario Arcade 2. And Super Mario Arcade 2 completely overhauled everything. That mod like completely removes every level in the game and replaces it with just like various kind of secret course inspired levels. And then there's also Duper Mario vs. Everything, which was
The utter
as
meme
far as
hack.
I'm concerned, like the first Sunshine mod that really came out, and that one also overhauls everything, and it's just amazing. It's like playing a YouTube poop. But even though Super Mario Eclipse is the only heavy-hitting mod being developed at a point in time for a while, right now we've actually got a few mods that have kind of been in the works. So Warspy King made Super Dupe Sunshine. That one is a Kaizo mod. And then we also got Super what was it exactly? It's the mod that Master Mario made that had
The online multiplayer?
no, that one was Angry Max, right?
Oh yeah.
Or which there's the online multiplayer. Oh yeah, it's like Super Mario Elements, right? That's the one that Master Mario's making.
Yeah.
So you got that one coming up. I don't really know too much about it, but it seems like it's planning to be ambitious. And then you've also got Lilith's upcoming mod, Super Mario Sunshine 2001. That one is aiming to, with creative liberties, essentially recreate what Space World era Super Mario Sunshine would have been like. So 2001, the thing with like Dulpit Town, and you can search it up if you are unaware, but that's the aim of that mod. So you've got a lot of mods that are coming up that have really been able to take off because of the preceding work of Eclipse. We've managed to do a lot for the community that's allowed people to more easily kind of get into it.
Oh, gotta fix the teleporters, Josh.
So, MW Sylveon. To answer that question, yes, all of the vanilla areas and episodes are still going to be in the game. There are going to be modifications to them. I'm not really going to get too much into that, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be in the game as they were in the base game. Super Mario Eclipse, aside from kind of quality of life modifications to the original areas of Super Mario Sunshine, is more of an extension or an addition to the base game than it is a complete overhaul. So what we're aiming to do is to extend the experience, just add more levels. We added new characters. We're adding more story. And it just aims to make there be more sunshine.
I think the best way to compare it is like a 64DS version, but for Sunshine, where there's more characters and more levels, but it's still the same game.
Yeah. And so, as I mentioned earlier, there's going to be 240 Shine Sprites, 120 of those from the base game. That includes the blue coins of the base game. And I know I saw the question earlier. I think I forgot to answer it, but yes, Super Mario Eclipse will have more blue coins. Now, to be clear, we are making sure that the blue coin placements are not like something to rip your hair out over. They're going to be like, they're going to be visible. They're going to be accessible. It's not going to be stuff like that one Serena Beach Casino blue coin. You have to like ground pound that one slot machine without any indication. So we're actually aiming to have fair blue coin placements. And on top of that, again, disclaimer, no guarantees just because time is short. But I'll say this, I am trying to make a blue coin tracker to help people not the reason why I say disclaimers, because again, there's not that much time, and that's a kind of tall order due to how Sunshine is programmed. But even if we don't do it, we're going to be making sure to compile an actual like blue coin guide that people can follow to be able to find every blue coin in the game. That way, even if we can't get an in-game tracker working, there's still a resource for people to review that allows them to actually find the blue coins.
Yeah, let me make a player's choice type of guide.
Exactly.
for Eclipse. I'll do that.
That way, there should never be a problem of people being unable to find stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Windfall.
To answer your earlier question, Truler, because I just saw it, there's a lot of messages I'm kind of just scanning through right now. We don't... Do we have, Nate, like, any sort of Kaizo stage right now? I feel like the closest thing we have is Wade's Played in Trains.
I balanced that out a lot. It's no
Nothing
longer
that's,
even
like,
hard.
I know you have.
ridiculously hard, but I figured that's what, like, the end
Honestly,
game
mission
level
one
is
of
supposed to do.
mission one of Mario's Dream is sometimes some people's skill issue, but I added hover now, so
Because we don't have a Doot level Kaizo stage, and I don't think we ever will. But we are planning to have a more difficult level at the end of the mod.
You know, kind of like how Odyssey has that the darker side moon or something.
Yeah.
Just one big level that's just kind of challenging. Yeah, I love it.
Flood's capacity has not been increased. So I'll list off the flood changes for you. I'll start off with the one that's actually relevant to that question. So, with Turbo Nozzle, we changed how it functions from just being you hold down R and it goes a flat, constant speed. I changed it to the further you hold down the R trigger on your GameCube remote, the faster you go. So you're actually able to go at a slower speed with Turbo, and you're able to go at a faster speed if you want, and anywhere in between. And depending on how far you hold down the R button, you'll use your water up faster and faster. So in that regard, there has been a change to Flood's capacity, but it's just for Turbo Nozzle. We also created the hover burst, so if you've ever done the spray with Flood where you like hold R and you press A and it like does a cone spray forward, we did that for hover nozzle, and it allows you to burst into the air in an almost double jump like manner. We've made it so that way with rocket nozzle, if you dive right before you actually blast off, you get a lot of forward momentum. So it creates more dynamic movement there as well. And in the tutorial stage of the version 2 demo, there's actually a section that kind of teaches the player how to use that in order to cross the like extended chasm. You can download Arcade 2.
it's just on Oggs'
even
YouTube
remember.
channel. It's literally just like a download in his YouTube trailer for it. It's really weird that he
There
hasn't
you
like
go.
put it on a platform, but
Yeah, Mario's Dream was a little bit rough around the edges. And I kind of want to keep it that way, honestly, because the thing about Demo 2, the reason why it seemed like it was kind of like unnecessarily difficult is because it's later into the progression of the mod. The whole Daisy Cruiser section exists after you finish Corona Mountain. So the entire Daisy Cruiser section of the mod, which includes Lancia Fredda Peaks, Mario's Dream, stuff like that, that all takes place essentially after the end game of the original game. So the level design of a lot of those areas that, and in fact all of the areas that exist in Demo 2 has the assumption that you've already played through what was the base game. So that's why they were more difficult. And like it makes sense that people kind of got mad at the difficulty because it was an isolated demo, and so on its own it's kind of unreasonable to have that sort of difficulty curve, but in the context of the full mod, I promise it makes sense.
Yeah, just trust us. It'll work out.
Yeah. And as in regards to having it be an Easter egg, there's gonna be Easter eggs in Eclipse, and I'm not gonna say any of them, mostly because a lot of them haven't actually been put in yet. But there's a lot of planned Easter eggs, and there's some that have already been put into the mod. There's even a few that are in the demo. So, yeah.
If you look hard enough, you'll find it.
Alright, well, now that Josh has kind of done his whole little, spiel, I'm kind of getting tired and I need to go to bed for work tomorrow, so I'm probably gonna end the stream.
Yeah, this is kind of last minute. We spent most of our time trying to set it up.
Yeah. I stayed up a whole
Next
extra
time.
hour, Nate. Are you happy?
No.
Just for you,
Never
just for
happy.
you guys, chat. I stayed up an extra hour past my bedtime.
Yeah, Wade has a bedtime.
Yeah.
Now, if we're gonna keep doing streams like this, you know, we gotta start doing them earlier than
Yeah.
what was it, like
Then
9:30 p.m.
o'clock. Yeah. Yeah, we have lives. Believe it or not.
Yeah, it's very surprising.
It's unfortunate, but whatever. Here, I'm gonna trigger everybody. Let's boot this up.
Thank you, Joey Barker. But yeah, I'm gonna end it off. You any last words, Nate and Josh?
Super Mario Sunshine was kind of featured in Super Mario Bros. Movie.
Uh-oh.
Apparently, the Sunshine sound
Challenge.
effect was used. Or the Shine Sprite sound effect. Did I say Sunshine?
Dust shine.
Apparently, the Shine Sprite sound effect was used in the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Yeah.
Alright, any last words, Josh?
LOL, XD, LMNOP, QRST, VWXYZ.
That's it. Those are some great last words. Thank you.
Yep.
Bye bye, everybody.